Hello students, we have already discussed in kinematics chapter displacement, velocity, etc. In this class we shall discuss acceleration. So what is acceleration? That is rate of change of velocity, that is dv by dt is equal to acceleration. Okay, now this is instantaneous acceleration, that means acceleration at any particular time instant. So accordingly there are two accelerations. One is average acceleration, number 2 is instantaneous. So what is average acceleration? Very simple. If at time t is equal to t1, v is equal to v1. At time t is equal to t2, v is equal to v2. Then average acceleration A average is equal to v2 minus v1 by t2 minus t1. Okay, that means I can also write it as v2 minus v1 is del v divided by t2 minus t1 is del t. Now if I want to know what is the instantaneous acceleration, that means I have to squeeze this del t to 0. That means limit as del t tends to 0, that is of del v by del t is equal to instantaneous acceleration. What this term is? This is nothing but dv by dt, that is instantaneous acceleration. So these are very simple formulas. Okay, now we shall consider there are some equations of kinematics. Those are completely based upon the acceleration, that is constant acceleration. Okay, when the acceleration is not varying at all, that means at every moment of time acceleration is constant, or instantaneous a instantaneous is constant. It is also equal to average acceleration. Everything is same. So on the basis of constant acceleration there are three equations. Those are also called kinematics equations. We shall derive them one by one. So what is equation number 1? Okay, so what is first of all instantaneous? I will always write A only. I will not write instantaneous. Okay, because A is our constant, we know it. So for constant acceleration I also can write it as dv by dt. Okay, so if it is dv by dt, I will also omit this vector sign also, because we already know that velocity is a vector. So I will not write anything that indicates that this is a vector. We know acceleration is vector, v is also a vector. This implies v is equal to dv is equal to a dt. Okay, now suppose if a body started from A, it reached at B. For traveling from A to B it took time t, that means t1 is equal to 0, t2 is equal to t. It traveled a distance x, and then what, anything else? Yes, it started from initial velocity u. Okay, that is v1 is equal to u. Okay, initial velocity, and finally its velocity is equal to v. Okay, velocity is v. One more thing, acceleration, I forgot to tell you that if a is positive, that means if a is positive, that means a rate of change of velocity is positive, that means velocity is increasing. If a is positive, then v increases. You know it already. If a is negative, then v decreases. Now here you look, if the body is having acceleration a and that is positive, that means its speed will keep on increasing till it gets a value of v from u. Okay. Now we shall integrate this equation on both sides. If you integrate it, it will be like this. Now this is dv, this is dt. What is the range of v? v starts from u, ends at v. u, v. t starts from 0, ends at t. Okay. dv integration is simply v. Its limits are u and v. A is a constant, so take it outside the integration. Integration of dt will be simply t, and it has units 0 to t. Now v, in place of v, first I will put v minus u. This is equal to a. In place of t, first t, then 0, so it will be simply t. This implies v is equal to u plus at. This is the first kinematics equation. What does it mean? It indicates velocity of a body after traveling a time t with acceleration a from initial velocity u. A body started from initial velocity u, it traveled for time t with acceleration a, then final velocity of the body will be v. Very simple. Now from this is equation number 1. Okay, now from this equation number 1, from this we shall derive another equation. I am erasing it. Okay, to derive here another equation. As I told you, the body is traveling through a distance of x. Okay. Now you look. Okay, I am drawing here. Body started from A to B. Let at any moment its displacement is x from the initial position. Okay, its displacement is x. Now I can write v as, we already know it, velocity at any instant. This is the velocity at time instant t. That means I can write v as dx by dt, because x is the position of the body with respect to initial point where its velocity is v. Very simple. Now this is equal to, here one thing I must tell you, that v does not mean always the final velocity. No, v is the velocity attained by the body after a time t. After a time t. Now here you look, this distance, we don't know what is the distance between A and B, but I can say from A to C the distance is x, time taken by the body is t, velocity it attains on reaching this point is v, and it started from initial velocity u. Then what is the relationship between x and v? Obviously v is equal to dx by dt, because v is the instantaneous velocity at this point, x is the position of the object at this point. Okay, what is the relation? So dx by dt. U is a constant, so I will write it simply u, because initial velocity cannot be changed. Then at. Okay. Now I will write here dx and transfer dt to other side, u plus at dt. Okay. Now I will integrate it. So if I integrate it, how to put the limits? x is starting point is 0. We can start, this is x means this, it has to be 0. So starting point of x is 0 and end point is x itself. And t obviously 0 to t, because this is time instant t and this is 0 instant. So 0 to t. Now we shall integrate it. Of course dx integration is x itself and limits are 0 to x. U is a constant, so I'll first write it. Then dt, that this is plus means we can separately integrate both these terms. So okay, let me write it. This is dt, its limit is 0 to t, plus this is integration of at dt 0 to t. Okay, this implies x at the place of x, first you put x, then 0, so it will be simply x minus 0. Now u, integration dt is t and 0 to t, plus a is a constant, so take it outside the integration. Then integration of t dt, it is nothing but t square by 2 and the range is 0 to t. This implies x is equal to, this is nothing but t minus 0 t, so I will put ut, plus a is constant and inside the bracket it will be, first it will be t square by 2, then it will be 0. So it will be a t square by 2. So now this is the second equation, not third. What does it mean? X is the position after a time t. So we can simply say distance traveled by a body with time t, after time t with acceleration a from initial velocity u. Okay, that means a body started from initial velocity u, it traveled for a time period t, time duration t with acceleration a. So after time t, what will be its position or how much displacement would it have covered? Okay, so this is x is equal to ut plus half at square. This is equation number 2. Now come to third equation. So third equation can also be derived from this one. Okay, so I will erase from the top. If I square both sides of the equation number 1, b square is equal to u plus at whole square, b square is equal to u square plus a square t square plus 2uat. Okay, this is equal to u square plus ut plus half at square, half at square, ut plus half at square. I have to modify it somehow so that I get my required equation. Okay, u square plus a square t square 2uat. If I take common a from both these terms, at square, so I have to take a common. If I take a common from both these terms, on the first term it will be at square, second term will be 2ut. Sorry, I have to take another term also common. Okay, let me write it again. I have to take first a, then 2at. I have to take 2at common. So take 2at common. Not 2at. 2a, only 2a. If you take 2a common, so this term, I will write this term first. If you take 2a common, first term will be ut. Then second term will be, if you take, here there is no t, 2. That means you are forcefully taking 2 means you have to divide 2. So 1 by 2. A already gone, so 80 square. 80 square. Now this is equal to u square plus 2a. Now you see ut plus half 80 square. Ut plus half 80 square, that is nothing but x. So on the left side it is v square. Now this is equation number 3. So what does it mean? Here you see all these three equations involve a, that is constant acceleration. This equation does not need time instant. What does it mean? It means velocity of a body after traveling a distance x with acceleration a from initial velocity u. Suppose a body started from initial velocity u, it traveled a distance x with acceleration a, then final velocity will be this much. So these are the three equations, three kinematics equations, and there is another equation also. Let me derive it also here. Okay. Another equation is our nth second. Okay, nth second distance. Okay, how to derive? I'll derive it here. What is nth second travel? Okay, we shall use this one. Okay, so no need to use these equations. You see, x is the distance traveled by the body in t seconds. Let Sn be the distance traveled by the body, xn be the distance traveled by the body in n seconds. So in place of t I will simply write n. Second term will be half a n square. Okay. Now similarly, distance traveled by the body in n minus 1 seconds, it will be u whole into n minus 1 plus a whole into n minus 1 whole square. If I subtract this equation from this one, what will be the result? It will be xn minus xn minus 1 is equal to this minus this. You see, first I will write this one, un plus half a n square minus this minus un plus u. You see, this is un minus u. If you put minus, okay, let me write it in detail. Okay, it will be otherwise minus, I will write full term, so it will be un minus u plus a by 2 whole into n square plus 1 minus 2n. Okay, this will be the total expression. Now from this, xn minus 1, it will be un plus half an square. Now open this bracket, it will be minus un plus u minus a by 2 n square minus a by 2. I am directly opening this bracket. Okay, plus 2 gets cancelled, it will be simply an. Okay, that's all. Now un gets cancelled, half an square will also get cancelled. Now what is there? There is u minus a by 2 plus an. Okay, now I can write it as u minus, if you take a common and also 2 common, inside the bracket there will be 1 plus n plus 1, sorry, this is minus, this is plus. If you, I have already taken minus, that means it will be 1 minus n. Okay, don't take this minus sign. Don't take this minus sign. It will be u plus a by 2 whole into. If you take a by 2, it will be minus 1 and it will be 2n. So 2n minus 1. Okay, now this is the final expression. Okay, whatever. Now what does it mean? Now look, what is xn and xn minus 1? Suppose the body started from n is equal to 0 second. This is n is equal to 1 second. Now n is equal to 2 second. Like this, at some instant it will be n minus 1. Some value n. Okay, don't write here also n's. Okay, simply write 1 second, 2 second, 3 second like this. So finally it will be n minus 1. Then after 1 second it will be n seconds. That means this is the distance travelled in n seconds. This is the distance travelled in n minus 1 seconds. Then what this distance is? This duration is 1 second. But what to say it? Now look, this interval is first second interval. This interval is second. This one is third second. From 1 to 2, second. From 0 to 1, first second. From 2 to 3, third second. N minus 1 to n, that is nth second. Okay. Now this distance is nothing but xn minus 1. This distance. Now this distance is nothing but xn. Okay. So xn minus 1 is nothing but distance travelled in nth second. So I will write it as x nth is equal to this much, u plus a by 2 2n minus 1. This is equation number 4. So these are the equations of kinematics. You will only be using these equations in this chapter, nothing else. Okay. So in the next class, I hope I will discuss some numericals on this topic. Otherwise, I will simply move on to next topic. Thank you.